Hello and welcome to the Quality Excellence channel. I'm Mayank Agarwal, and in today's Lean Six Sigma video, we're exploring Chapter 32, Process Maps. Before I build anything, whether it's a movie prop, something tangible that will exist in the real world, or a new workflow, a system of actions designed to achieve a specific goal, I start with a plan. I don't just dive in headfirst and hope for the best. I take the time to carefully consider the steps involved, the resources required, and the potential challenges that might arise. In Lean Six Sigma, that plan is a process map, a visual representation of the steps involved in a process, a visual story of how work gets done. It's a way to see the entire process laid out in a clear, concise manner, making it easier to identify areas for improvement. It's not just boxes and arrows, it's more than just a diagram. It's a way to see the entire journey, from idea to finished product. It allows you to trace the flow of work, identify potential bottlenecks, and understand how different parts of the process interact with each other. Think of it as the schematic for your action machine. Just like an engineer uses a schematic to understand how a machine works, you can use a process map to understand how your business operates. Without it, you're guessing, wasting time, operating in the dark, and hoping for the best, which is never a good strategy. And missing problems. You're essentially leaving money on the table and opportunities unexplored. A process map reveals what actually happens, the reality of the situation, not just what's written in the manual. Often there's a significant difference between the documented process and the way things are actually done on a day-to-day basis. By mapping real steps, you uncover the truth about your processes. Hidden delays, redundant tasks, those unnecessary steps that add no value, and bottlenecks. These are the points in the process where work gets stuck, slowing everything down. This isn't about blame, it's about discovery. It's about understanding the current state of your processes so you can identify opportunities for improvement. Lean is about cutting waste, streamlining processes to eliminate unnecessary steps and activities. Six Sigma is about eliminating defects, reducing variation, and ensuring consistent quality. You can't do either if you don't understand your process. You need a clear picture of how things work before you can start making improvements. The map is your treasure map, guiding you to hidden opportunities for improvement and efficiency. X marks the spot for improvement. It highlights the areas where you can focus your efforts to achieve the greatest impact. It's the foundation for every project. Without a solid understanding of your current processes, any improvement efforts are likely to be ineffective. It turns "this could be better," a vague feeling of dissatisfaction, into a clear, actionable plan. A concrete strategy for achieving specific, measurable results. If you want to build smarter, create more efficient workflows, and achieve better results, start by mapping your processes. It's the first, most important step. It's the key to unlocking the full potential of your business. A process map gives you X-ray vision into your workflow. Before mapping, everyone has a different idea of how things work. The map creates a shared reality, a single source of truth. Once steps are laid out, you can attach data time, people, error rates. Now, you know exactly where to measure and improve. Rework loops, steps that send you backward, become obvious red flags. The map shows where you're spinning your wheels. It's also a sandbox for change. Test new ideas on the map before changing the real process. Experiment, visualize, and communicate improvements with clarity. The map makes invisible problems visible. That's how you turn chaos into progress. Not all maps are equal. The two you'll use most: flowcharts and swim lane diagrams. Flowcharts are simple, showing the sequence of steps. Great for solo or single team processes. They're clean, easy to follow, and perfect for standard procedures. But when a process crosses teams, flowcharts get messy. Enter the swim lane diagram. It divides the map into lanes for each person or department. Now you see not just the steps, but who does what, and where handoffs happen. Every arrow crossing a lane is a potential trouble spot. Swim lanes spotlight miscommunication, delays, and errors. For teamwork, swim lanes are the superior tool. They map collaboration and make responsibilities crystal clear. Choose the right map for the job. Let's map the process of publishing a team blog post, from the initial idea to the moment it goes live for the world to see. We'll use a swim lane diagram to visualize each step, making it clear who's responsible for what. This is a great way to streamline your content creation and ensure everyone is on the same page. This is a perfect swim lane example. Notice how it divides the process into distinct roles or departments. This helps to avoid confusion and ensures accountability. We'll draw 3 lanes, one for each key role in our blog post workflow. First, the writer. This lane represents all the tasks and responsibilities of the person creating the content. Next, the editor. Their lane focuses on reviewing, refining, and ensuring the quality of the blog post. And finally, the publisher. This lane covers the tasks involved in getting the blog post live and accessible to the audience. The writer starts with idea for blog post, the spark that ignites the whole process. This could come from anywhere: a team meeting, customer feedback, or industry trends. Then, the writer drafts it, fleshing out the idea into a complete and engaging blog post. This is where the core content is created. Once the draft is complete, an arrow crosses to the editor, signifying a handoff of responsibility. The editor then begins the review and edit draft phase, checking for clarity, accuracy, and overall quality. The editor decides, is it approved? This is a critical decision point in the workflow. If not, it loops back to writer for revision, incorporating the editor's feedback to improve the content. This creates a rework loop, ensuring the blog post meets the required standards before moving forward. If yes, the editor finalizes content, making any last-minute tweaks and ensuring it's ready for publication. Next, there's a handoff to the publisher, the person responsible for getting the content live. The publisher's first task is to format and stage post in CMS, ensuring it looks good and is properly set up within the content management system. The publisher then schedules the post for publication, choosing the optimal date and time to reach the target audience. The final step, post is live, meaning the blog post is now available for the world to read and share. The swim lane diagram shows the whole workflow at a glance, providing a clear overview of the entire process. It clearly defines who owns each step and highlights where handoffs and important decisions need to happen. You can spot bottlenecks and endless loops instantly, allowing you to identify areas for improvement and optimization. It's a clear visual map of teamwork, fostering collaboration and shared understanding. Now, everyone sees the process the same way, eliminating confusion and promoting alignment across the team. That's the power of mapping, the ability to visualize and understand complex processes. It's simple, but transformative, leading to significant improvements in efficiency and collaboration. Process maps use a simple visual language. Ovals mark the start and end your process bookends. Rectangles are tasks or actions where the work happens. Diamonds mean decisions where the path can split. Arrows show the flow connecting every step. Use these shapes consistently for clarity. Most maps use just these basics so anyone can read them. If you need to show a delay, use a D shape. Add a legend to explain your symbols. Keep it simple and universal. The right symbols make your map easy to understand at a glance. No guesswork, no confusion. Speak the language of process mapping. So, you're ready to build your process map? Excellent. Here's how to get started. We'll walk you through each step, ensuring you create a map that truly reflects your process. First, gather everyone involved in the process. This includes people from different departments and roles who contribute to or are affected by the process. Remember, mapping is a team sport. The more perspectives you have, the more accurate and useful your map will be. Next, define the boundaries of your process. Clearly identify what's the very first step and what constitutes the last step. This will help keep your map focused and manageable. Now, brainstorm every task and decision that occurs within those boundaries. Don't leave anything out, no matter how small it may seem. For this brainstorming phase, use sticky notes for maximum flexibility. They're easy to move around and rearrange as you refine your understanding. Once you have all your tasks and decisions on sticky notes, arrange them in the correct order. Discuss each step and adjust the sequence until everyone agrees that it accurately reflects the real-world process. This collaborative discussion is key to a successful map. With your sequence finalized, it's time to draw your map. Add swim lanes if needed to show responsibilities, use the right shapes to represent different types of steps, and connect everything with arrows to indicate the flow of the process. As you draw, ask questions about each step. Specifically, where are the potential delays or bottlenecks in the process? Consider also what happens if something is rejected or needs to be reworked. Map out those alternative paths. Don't forget to add notes for any tricky or complex spots in the process. These annotations will be invaluable later on. Remember, your first draft will almost certainly be messy. Don't worry about making it perfect right away. Embrace the mess. Refine the map through discussion and iteration until everyone agrees that it accurately matches the reality of how the process actually works. The result of all this effort, A working model of your process that you can analyze, understand, and ultimately improve. So, don't aim for perfection in your process map. Instead, aim for accuracy and a true representation of the process. The conversation and shared understanding that comes from creating the map is often just as valuable as the map itself. Now you're ready to spot problems, identify inefficiencies, and make meaningful changes to your process. And that's real, tangible progress for your team and your organization. A process map must be clear and inviting. Start rough, then refine, messy for discovery, neat for sharing. Keep flow consistent, one direction, straight arrows, no spaghetti lines. Use concise labels, verb, noun, not full sentences. If you need detail, add notes or a separate doc. Always include a legend for shapes and colors. Don't assume everyone knows your symbols. A clean map is easy to follow and accessible to all. Redraw your final version with care. Brevity and clarity are your friends. Good maps communicate instantly. Follow these rules and your map will do its job. That's how you build understanding. After brainstorming on a whiteboard, you'll want a digital map. Use what you have, Word, PowerPoint, or Excel work, fine. For more features, try Microsoft Visio. It's made for diagrams. Online tools like Lucidchart, Miro, or Mural are great for team collaboration. Everyone can edit together, even remotely. Don't get lost in fancy software. The tool is just a helper. Focus on clarity, not complexity. A simple, clear map beats a pretty but confusing one. Start with what's comfortable. The best tool is the one that helps your team see and improve the process. A process map is more than a drawing. It's your blueprint for better work. It uncovers hidden waste, rework, and opportunities. Mapping creates shared understanding and a single source of truth. It turns vague problems into specific, solvable ones. Flowcharts and swim lanes help you see both the steps and the teamwork. You don't need fancy tools, just the will to see clearly. Mapping is building, understanding, clarity, consensus. From there, you can build better ways of working. It's the best 10-minute investment you can make. Grab a whiteboard, gather your team, and start mapping. See your work in a new light. Once you try it, you'll never go back. Process maps are your secret weapon. Now go build something awesome.